Alright gang, free hand warning. You know, I keep needing to get me a stand and I never do. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, because I couldn't tell you the reason why. But here we go. Pulsar. I picked this thing up for $5. I remember these guys, but I don't know anything much about them. I never had them. But this is that guy that, what I remembered, you had a button in his chest and you pumped it, and it had his lungs, heart, and blood fluid or blood that would inflate and deflate, and the blood would move around. And it pretty much works. I mean, it's old. These are, I guess, 77 or something. I mean, they're a little taller than a $6 million man, a lot taller than Big Jim. And yeah, I guess he's pretty cool. The white hair is kind of odd, but there was something that I've only recently discovered and had to go back and look. But for what I paid for it, I'm quite happy. So let me set the camera down for a second, and so I can get this guy going so we can check him out together. Alright, so this is Pulsar's chest. It's the heart, the lungs, and the dadgum blood vessels with blood, I'd about to say blood juice, blood fluid in him. And the button's on the back, and I'll show you that in a second. But you pump the button, this shirt is not working. And I don't know how good it's gonna come up with the lungs. And the heart, I mean, it's all one set, lungs and the heart. So, let's see if you see any other bubbles moving the blood vessels. They move, but they don't move that good. It's got suckers in, you know, gonna go into cardiac arrest or something. But you might can see some of them move. Alright, so what I didn't know about these things, I didn't know much about them, period. Let's be serious. But this head opened up, and inside you see the brain, but there's a peg here, and there's supposed to be some kind of disc. And what the disc was for, I couldn't tell you. Maybe it was for working as a computer mind or something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know if I'll ever find one of those discs. But he's in pretty good shape. No brakes, and got something on his butt. But it's 76. Let's see if we get it there. Mattel Inc. 1976, and it has a speaker in his head. I don't understand it either. If you're a Pulsar freak, tell me about this thing. I don't know anything about it. His hair is pretty much the hair is pretty much painted intact. I mean, he's got some chips and all that, but his eyebrows, you know, they're all a little chipped up. Well, you know, he's from 76, so what do you expect? Also, there's supposed to be a logo on the red side of his shirt, and the white stripe across the shirt is Velcro. And it's all, the outfit is in pretty good shape. Now, I had to wash it. I hand washed it because it was stained up pretty something. And, you know, to get it as cheap as I got it, I don't know if the people that had it didn't know what it was, didn't care, or thought it was just some kind of a knockoff toy that wasn't valuable. And I looked what they're selling for online, and you know, if they got the discs and all that, they go pretty good. But they had all different versions of a presentation on there, missing parts and all that, and didn't see much in the way of anything that interests me. I do check to see if I can get that disc, which means I may have to buy a busted up body to get the disc. So I want the disc, and I'm hoping somebody will come out with the I think it's a lightning bolt circle that goes on his or a circle with a lightning bolt on it. Could be wrong there. I have to go back and look. I've had him for several weeks. He's just been sitting around. And the funny thing about this is nothing like the Big Jim or G.I. Joes when people come to my house. People my age, they can recognize the G.I. Joe. They recognize the Big Jim. Most people lean G.I. Joe that's my age, but some of them knew what this was. Most people didn't. And again, that was 76. So what was I in 76? 8, 11. No. God, I can't do math. I should have been 10. I think that's right. Better go get a calendar and a calculator. But I mean, it's a pretty cool item. I just went by that rule. I wasn't that interested in getting him, but when you see stuff in this condition, especially made in USA, holy cow. But and it's in a favorable price range, and you feel like you ain't gonna get hurt if you lose money on it. Always pull the trigger, man, because you never know. I'm not going to get rid of him. I looked around to see what other accessories came with, and there was something, but I don't remember what it was. But for the line, this was pretty much it. And then I sent a picture to my brother, and he told me that there was one of these buried in our G.I. Joe graveyard at my parents' house. We had several G.I. Joes, a Stretch Armstrong, this guy apparently, and something else. So when we wore out our action figures, we'd bury him. Yeah, we buried a Stretch Armstrong. He was not damaged. It's just we didn't do anything with him anymore when we were kids. Alright guys, short and sweet. Pulsar. Know nothing about them. Pulsar people, tell me some information. I'd really love to hear it. Alright gang, have a good one.